You're doing amazing. You're doing everything that you can with what you have, and you're doing the best at it. And that's the only thing that you can expect from yourself. Who cares about what other people think? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Itzel Cooch, and I love to share everything about self-love, self-care, inner beauty, and just how to be happy. In today's video, I will be talking all about how to recover from a depression state. This is something that I can talk to you about because I am a stay-at-home mom and I suffer from depression. Before anything, don't forget to subscribe. I will be uploading every Tuesday and every Friday, so don't forget to hit that little bell button right next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. This is more of a process, a step-by-step process that you can use to recover from that depression or depressed state of mind. So step number one, and I think this is like the hardest step, believe me, it's the hardest one, but once you do it, everything else, you got it in the bag. So step number one is acceptance. You need to accept that there is something going on. Now, I'm going to take it a little step forward, and I am going to talk specifically about people that have been diagnosed with depression. This isn't just, like randomly feeling depressed because your boyfriend left you or because you lost your job, or it's people that have been, like me, diagnosed with depression, and that those kinds of situations or those kind of phases are not triggered specifically by anything. They just come unannounced, you're unaware, and they just show up with no reason or anything. They just come. So the key words here are to understand that it's okay to not be okay sometimes. When you suffer from depression, it doesn't mean that you're crazy, it doesn't mean that you're weak, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means that you suffer from depression. And depression comes and goes. By putting it off to the side or by trying to avoid those feelings, it's only gonna make it worse. I know it's hard, and I know it can be very confusing, and you can feel very lost, and you can feel like, there's something wrong with you, but there isn't. You just suffer from depression every once in a while, and it is okay. So once we have that settled, now it's time to move on to step number two, which is to figure out what keeps you going, or figure out what's gonna make you get out of bed. You need to figure out what makes you happy. A lot of the times we go through our lives saying, this is what I should be doing, this is the way that I should be feeling, this is what's supposed to make me happy, so I'm gonna stick to this, and I'm gonna do this because I have to. But what do you need? What's inside of you? What are your thoughts? What do you think? What do you think that you need to get out of bed, to stop procrastinating, to move forward? Forget about what other people think. Forget about what other people's opinions say about you, or what you should do, or what you should be feeling, how you should be acting. Think about what you want. Like me, I decided I wanted to make YouTube my career, and I decided that I wanted to bring awareness about depression and anxiety and let the world know that it's a real thing, that it's not just an excuse for people not to do anything. I want to get that word out there that it's okay to not be okay. That's my passion. That's what I want for me. That makes me happy. That pushes me forward. Once you figure it out, you need to just make sure that it's you, that you're doing it for you. And then you move on to step number 3, which is to just get up and do it. You're not gonna feel ready. You're gonna feel scared, and it's okay. You cannot wait for you to be ready. You kind of have to like launch yourself. There's this method that really works, and I'm starting to use it for almost everything in my life. Even when I have to wake up early in the morning, I just use this method, and it really works. You launch yourself. So you just kind of start counting backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you reverse count, you're kind of launching yourself. It's like, okay, once I hit that number 1, I have to do it. It's that get ready, set, go. You know, when you're on a running competence, the runners are there, and they're just waiting for that go in order to go. So counting backwards, you know, launching yourself, it really gets you going. It kind of helps you get mentally ready to just run. And maybe you are ready, but you're just afraid. You're just, you know, having doubts. You're feeling scared of getting up in the morning and not doing anything correctly, or of people's judgment because you are not okay, which you are. But you are ready to keep on going. You are ready to do what you love every day, which is getting up and taking care of your kids and cleaning your home. And you know, if you have a dream about starting a YouTube channel or a podcast, or you want to start a business, you know, a fashion business, whatever it is, you are ready. You just need to count backwards. And the last step is to repeat. If you are suffering from depression, you need to understand that these phases will come back. They will. It's not something that you can just get rid of. You know, when we recover from a depression state, and you know, you're doing very well, and you're just like moving forward, and everything's going great, everything is going perfectly, and you have a relapse, and all of a sudden everything turns black without a reason. You know, your days start going gray, and everything just starts to not matter anymore. And then we feel crippled, and we feel like there's something wrong with us, and we feel like we're incomplete. It's very important to understand that when you're suffering from depression, these stages in your life will come back. So all you have to do is repeat these steps. You're okay. You're not incomplete. So understanding that these pulls will come back, you know, every once in a while, it'll help you kind of release. So just as those depression pulls come, they'll go. You're letting go. You're letting them be. They're not going to define you. It's not who you are. You're not depressed. So that is it for this video. So let's just recap real quick. Step number 1 is to accept that there's a problem. Step number 2 is to figure out what thrives you. Figure out what makes you happy. Step number 3 is to launch yourself, to just get up and do it. No matter how you feel, no matter if you don't feel ready, just get up and do it. And step number 4 is to repeat. Whenever those little pulls come and visit you, every once in a while. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up. And I would love for you to comment down below what helps you thrive, like what makes you just push yourself forward, what really makes you happy. Don't forget to hang out with me on Instagram. You can look for me as Itzel Kuch, same way that it is spelled here. Remember that there is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.